Welcome to the WBC Arena, and what a night and what a fight we expect this to be. I'm Todd Grish. Tommy the Duke.
This bout is sketched.
What a pleasure to be in this unique. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. Beautiful counter punch. Didn't land that jab. Those counter punches have to hurt. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Good flexibility in his punches. There's not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the fans of the people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything can break a man or make a man.
They exchange punches. Those counter punches have to hurt. Punch caught him clean. Nice counter shot. And he scores with the counter. Nice counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Morrison in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards, going to need a knockout.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. You were thinking, just stay
around. Now listen, kid, I need you to go back out.
Eat smart. The jab's working nice. Those 1-2
back. Just blocks, be smart.
And there's the bell to start round two. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. The right hook just missed. Punch, counter punch. That jab won't score. This fighter told us yesterday, if he doesn't win by knockout, he doesn't consider it a real victory. That's the mentality he has.
Sluggers are an absolute nightmare. They will stay in your face, not give you a breather, not step back when you think, all right, let's have a breather. They want to get stuck right in.
A real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Perfect counter shot. And a nice left hook. The jab can't find a home. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Let's talk about Morrison in that last round. From this moment forward, he can... There's the bell to start round three. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
He blocks the jab. Ronda Rousey once told me when she gets into a fight, her mentality was minimum effort, maximum efficiency.
They've got to be very well.
No horn a second, Johnny. Shannon Briggs took that one hard. Down goes Briggs. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
Not the best start, pal. You know what? The cornermen now, it's down for them doing their job. But get through the round, regroup, like freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Punch right up the middle. Nobody home with that hook. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
You're being put down. You've got to think right. Survive and then give it back again.
Here we go to the fourth round. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
And he scores with the counter. They won't stop firing power shots. Let's see if it works out. Trying for a knockout. Nice counter. Nice counter shot. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Can't find a home for that jab. Good counter punch. Right uppercut just off target. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Well done with that counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Morrison in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round. Time for the fifth round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is If it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
And he scores with the counter. Beautiful counter punch. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Tommy Morrison, oh no, what's happened? And down goes Morrison. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your word.
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Nice counter. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about Morrison in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown is going to be. Let's start the 6. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Missing with the hook. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Well done. And Shannon Briggs just got rocked. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
They both want a knockout, you can tell. They threw the hook, it didn't land. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Morrison in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage. And there's the bell for round 7. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter shot. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
He got out of the way of that right hook. Oh, this might be the beginning of the end for Shannon Briggs. Down goes Briggs. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
I've got to see that again.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
A knockout victory. That is, Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.